February the 13th, 2025, which is my last day to do something before I head back to Bowling Green. I decided to head out on a raining day at Philadelphia on my way to Tioga Station to catch the L and then go all the way to 11th Street to go to Jefferson Station to catch the regional rail line, Wilmington Newark line, heading from Philadelphia to Wilmington, Delaware. And then I had to take the Dart Bus Route 6 from Wilmington train station to the Mrs. Robino's Italian restaurant. Hey everybody, I'm Anthony Vasquez, and today I'll be showing you guys what I did on that day in Philadelphia, my last day on my vacation in Philadelphia. So I was born in North Bergen, New Jersey on August 24th, 2003 actually. And we moved to Philadelphia until I'll say until 2004. Until 2012, my mom had decided to move to Bowling Green, Kentucky from July of 2012. And here I'm at Bowling Green, Kentucky. So yeah, today I'll be showing you guys what I did in Philadelphia. And also 50% are American, 25% are Puerto Rican, and 25% are El Salvadorian. And make sure you go in and start having your snacks ready because there is a food that'll be going on in this video. And I will send you to the video. So I did walk out of the house on a raining day, heading to Tioga Station to catch the L line. So I got out the elevator, go through the turnstile at Tioga Station, and as I was going through the turnstile, my train has arrived. So I get on the train, go all the way to 11th Street Station, Center City, Philadelphia. And as I was at 11th Street, I get off the train, and then I walked all the way, gone through the turnstile to walk all the way to Jefferson Station. Hey everybody, Anthony Vasquez here, and it is the 13th, I think. Yeah, the 13th of February. Almost about to be 9 o'clock. So anyways, today I'll be going to Wilmington, Delaware to the Italian restaurant. The last time I went was from October, which is from somewhere around October. So yeah, in this video, going to the same place but on February. So the last time I got from there was the chicken parmesan with the spaghetti with marinara sauce, and I think it was I don't remember how much it was. I think it was 12 or 13, I'm not sure. So anyway, today I'll be going to the same place again, and yep, and I decided to try something else, maybe lasagna. So yeah, and after that I'll be going to head home. Well, here where I'm at right now. So yeah, I'll go ahead and meet you guys until when I'm back home. It is kind of drizzling right now, but I forgot. Well, our train is there.
Next stop, 11th Street. For SEPTA Jefferson Station, Regional Rail Line. Doors are open.
So as I was getting out of the train at 11th Street, yeah, I did walk through the turnstile, and then I had to walk down at the Fashion District to get to Jefferson Station to catch the regional rail line. And I turned left. Well, I walked to the left to get to Section A. Well, as soon as I got to Jefferson Station, my train to Wilmington will be, I think it was 6 something minutes late. So I don't remember how long it was late. So as I was walking left to Section A, where Wilmington Newark line normally picks up and drop off people at, well, usually it goes from either Doylestown or West Trenton, New Jersey. But I don't remember. I don't know what train they actually came from, but I'm pretty sure it came from somewhere either West Trenton or Doylestown, PA. So as I was right before I got to the elevator to get to track 3, Section A, I go ahead and start filling up, putting my $10 into my SEPTA key to take me from Wilmington, Delaware to Philadelphia, back to Philadelphia. So after I paid the $10 to refill my key cards for the regional rail line, I'll go ahead and start heading to the elevator and then go down to track 3, Section A. And then after I get out of the elevator, I scan my key card, and then I'll wait for my train at track 3, Section A for Wilmington Newark line. Usually, it used to, I don't know if you all remember the R1, R2, and R3. They used to have the numbers. So like R1 used to have, the R1, that's the airport line. The R2, that is the Doyle's from Doylestown or Newark, Delaware. Or usually, or either Wilmington, Delaware or Marcus Hook, PA. R3, I do not know. I think I know R7 is the Chestnut Hill East line and the Trenton line. The RA, I'm thinking that will be the Chynwood line. Or Chynwood line. And I don't know where they goes to after that. So yeah. And anyways, before I send you back to the video. So as you may know, the SEPTA has announced the issue of the funding. So as of, if they don't reach up the funding that they need, then this is by August of 2025. This is the part that they gonna announce that it'll be like, I think 23. Let me check. I know I did had it up. So here we go. So I did have those filled out for the funding going on that they might have to have a service cut. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 32. So I'm thinking there will be like 26 buses that will be discontinued on August of 2025 if they don't reach up the funding that they need. And on 2026, there will be a B3 line that will be discontinued, 5 regional rail line that will be discontinued, the Chinewood line, Chestnut Hill West line are involved with the discontinuing. The PLE Thorndale line, Trenton line, and Wilmington Newark line will also going to be discontinued for January of 2026. So those 3 line, PLE Thorndale line, Trenton line, and Wilmington Newark line that runs through Amtrak, and they say that they don't even able to make enough money to pay the lease to Amtrak to have the SEPTA Trenton line, Wilmington Newark line, and PLE Thorndale line. And also on January of 2026, there will be T1 and G line that will be replaced by buses from trolleys. So I'm thinking they might be bringing back to 10 and 15. And also for buses on January 2026, the Route 28. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 12 bus routes that will be discontinued on 2026. So the 2025 one, y'all know the Route 1, the 50, the Boulevard Direct, the 73, the 89. Those are the routes that will be discontinued. And the 19 are involved on the discontinuing, even the Route 8. For 2026, the 28, the 77, the 128, 127 are also involved in the discontinuing. And that'll be going to be struggling for people who need to take the train, taking SEPTA from Philadelphia to Trenton. So those of you who rely on the regional rail, and if you go from Center City, Philadelphia, like if you came from heading from 30th Street or Jefferson Station or Suburban Station, they do have a New Jersey Transit bus Route 409 that gets you to Trenton from Philadelphia. But it'll be like $11 and something cent to get you for one way from Philly to Trenton. That's the New Jersey Transit bus 409, Route 409. So yeah, but I also did have a live stream on that, so you could check the video out or check the live. Sorry about that. Check the video out. Links are in the description down below. And yeah, that's what's gonna happen for the transit funding if they don't reach the limit that they need. Ah, great. Our train is 8 minutes late.
Next to arrive on track 4, section D. Schedule 946, local 2, Thorndale. Next to arrive on track 4, section D.
So as my train arrived that goes to Wilmington, Delaware, I get on the train. It was a Silverliner 5 that I arrived. It was after my train announced I get ready to get on board. Well, as they announced that they'll be arriving on track 3, section A. I'll get on the train after people get off the train from northern PA. Like Doylestown, what I meant. Either Doylestown or Lansdale, or either West Trenton if they came from there. So I get off the train. Well, I get on the train at Jefferson Station, and I'm heading all the way to Wilmington, Delaware. And once I get to Wilmington, Delaware, I'll go ahead and get off the train. Well, I was waiting at the other door, and the door didn't even open, so I had to go to the other door to get off the train. As I was get off the train at the Wilmington Amtrak station, I scan my key card to end my trip, and then I get out of the station, walk to the Wilmington Transit Center to wait for my DART bus, the Route 6 that gave me to the Mrs. Rabino's Italian restaurant. And then I had to wait for I do have to wait for the Route 6 from Wilmington from the train station to the Mrs. Rabino's restaurant. That's the train that goes to West Trenton. And the train's already left us to Transit Center.
We used to dance the night away, hang out the whole next day, laughing, having fun.
That train not supposed to be leaving until 12:20. Alright. our bus is waiting. Not supposed to leave until 12 o'clock. There's one of them above it. I already got my pass ready. Oh no. So as the bus arrived, I get on the bus to Route 6. I scan my ticket with my phone before I take a seat. And then we left the Wilmington Transit Center. And then once we approached at 6th Street, Union Street, I pulled the cord to let the driver know that I wanted to get off the bus at the block. And then once the bus stopped, I get off the bus. And then the bus already departed once I crossed the street. And then I had to cross. And then after the bus left already, I had to cross another street to get to the other corner so that I could get to the Italian restaurant. So yeah, if y'all wondering what I had for lunch, I had a lasagna or lasagna, whatever people are gonna say, lasagna or lasagna. Yeah, I was having a Mountain Dew, drinking Mountain Dew and having pizza for lunch right now. So anyways, I got on the restaurant and I ordered I did order the Coke that was $2.90. I don't remember. But I know that they didn't charge me tax because Delaware don't charge you tax for some reason. But they still had to file up doing an income tax, but in Delaware for some reason, I don't know why, but they don't charge you tax. Like sales tax, like going to McDonald's and ordering Big Mac meal, they don't charge you tax. So yeah, I don't know why in Delaware. So anyways, so I had a lasagna that was I think $12. I don't remember how much it was. So anyways, $12 and something cent, but I don't remember how much it was. So anyways, lasagna was the one I had for lunch. So last time I came to the restaurant, I had a chicken parmesan with a spaghetti. It was my first time. Last time it was on October it was around somewhere in October. I don't remember when it was. But I had a chicken parmesan for the first time back in October. So this time I had a lasagna. So if you're wondering if I'm planning to go to Delaware again on maybe if I'm lucky enough to go to Delaware, if I'm going to Philly on August, the month that will be my birthday. So hopefully if I have enough money, then I'll go ahead and get I'll go ahead and pay my train ticket round trip from CC to Philly, which is the Amtrak Cardinal 50, and to Philly, Cardinal 51 to Cincinnati. The Amtrak Cardinal only goes from between New York and Chicago. It makes a U via the Northeast Corridor, Alexandria, Northeast Corridor, Virginia, goes to West Virginia, Wild Sulphur Spring, Hinton, Alderson, Charleston, Huntington, Montgomery, and it goes to Ashland, South Shore, not Sandy Shore, it's like the one in GTA 5, but South Shore, Kentucky, Mayfield, no, not Mayfield, Maysville, and then Cincinnati. And then after Cincinnati, continues on to other cities in Ohio, and then before they hit to Indianapolis, Lubbock, and then their final stop is Chicago. So yeah, if I could, then hopefully I could do that. But I'll say, like, if I go to Delaware on August, just to let you know that might be the last time I'll be going to Delaware. Because if they don't pass the funding, then that means that August will be the last time I'll be going to Delaware, visiting Delaware from Philly. So yeah. Anyways, so after I had my lunch, I checked the bus. My next bus will be arriving, heading to Wilmington Transit Center. and it say it'll be arriving until the first one was 107, and the next one was 120s. No, 101, and the next one is going to be arriving until 121. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we did gonna be ended up missing the 101 bus. So we had to wait. I had to wait until 121 bus at SEPTA Lincoln to wait for my bus to Wilmington Transit Center to get off at the Amtrak station so that I could catch the SEPTA regional rail line back to Philly from Wilmington. And yeah, and then after I pay up all my meal, now that's the fact that I had to, after I pay up my meal that I had at the restaurant, and after that I checked my time to when the next bus will be arriving at. So after I paid up, I left the restaurant, and then I'm walking to the next block so that I could catch the bus over there to go back to the train station. And after I've been waiting all the way until 11:20ish, my bus arrived the Route 6 that takes me to the train station, the Amtrak station. Get on the bus, and I was been struggling getting my phone ticket. Well, my ticket on my phone I was been struggling with because that bus was a Gillick. Usually, Dart bus only has the Gillick buses or Polteria bus or the MCI buses. They normally use the MCI on the 301 or the 30, any routes that is between 301 through 305. I think some routes that usually use for the Polteria bus, and a lot of routes that are used by Gillick, the Gillick buses. So yeah, I'll get on the Route 6, which is the Gillick bus that I'm thinking was been running since 2006. And yes, I was been struggling to get my phone, because I had my ticket for the one way that was only $2, which is not bad. So I'll say like, for now, it was like 50 cents cheaper than SEPTA. And yes, I did forgot to mention about the fact that I was telling you about the funding that was been going on. So yeah, it was a funding going on that will be involving on the discontinuing and the fare increase. So right now it is $2.50 on both key card and cash. And if they don't pass the funding by September, they're gonna hike up the fare from $2.50 to $2.90 for both key cards and cash. And service cuts gonna be involved going on. So anyways, so I got on the bus, they scanned my card, not my card, my phone. And I ride a bus all the way to the Amtrak station. And then once I get to the train station, I get off the bus and then walk across the street to the train station, the Amtrak. And then I'll go through the escalator to catch my SEPTA Regional Rail Wilmington Newark line to get back to Philadelphia. And the train was still here. The train was here, but it was actually but it was a different train. So the train that I just came from Philly, it was a Silverliner 5. And the train that I'll be getting on heading back to Philly, it was a Silverliner 4. So yeah. So before I get on the train, I scan my key card to start my trip at Wilmington, Delaware. And then I go through the ramp, and then I get on the train on my way to 30th Street Station. And then once I arrive at 30th Street Station, I get out the train, take the elevator down through the station. Well, at the Amtrak station, Philadelphia, William H. Gray 30th Street Station. So I scanned my key card going through the turnstile to end my trip after I took the Wilmington Newark line, formerly known as the R2. And I had to walk down the hill after I came out of the SEPTA Regional Rail line, and I had to pass through the waiting room for the Amtrak trains. And then I exit at the train station, and then I had to walk down to the corner and then cross the street to get to Drexel Station at 30th Street Station. And then as I get off the elevator, I scan my key card, and then I take the elevator down to wait for my L back to Tioga Station. So yeah, obviously they do have a fare. Well, not the fare, the turnstiles for both the L and the T line. So those of you who taking the trolleys, usually if you're on 13th Street or 15th Street or 30th Street, maybe some point from one of those stations, you don't even need to scan your card once you get on the trolley. But if you're at 19th or 22nd, 33rd, 36th, or 37th Street or 40th Street, you do have to scan your key card once you get on the trolley. So yeah. Alright. Found my food. Time for me to wait for my bus to go back to the Amtrak station. Then catch the SEPTA R2 train to 30th Street. And here comes my bus. my train, waiting. Not supposed to depart until 2:20. So once my train arrived at 30th Street, I get on the train, the L line, to go from 30th Street to Tioga Station. And then, once I arrive at Tioga Station, I get off the train, go through the elevator. And then once I get off the elevator, I'll go ahead and walk home from the train station down to the next block at Tioga Street. So, yep. So first off, once we left Wilmington, the sun came out. The sun was rising, shining. Or, I mean, like, the sun showed up right when we left Wilmington, Delaware on the regional rail line. Then once I came back in Philadelphia, the clouds were covering up. So yeah. But luckily it wasn't even raining. It wasn't raining. Once I get to Philly.
a problem. How is there a problem when I really wanted you to check it? Like, that's what I came to you for. So I wouldn't get a bigger. Oh, you still gotta fix your italizations and stuff like that. Okay, you should have said that when I took it.
Too much. She's doing too much. They're not looking at all of that like she's doing too fucking much. Everybody else not even on this year project. Like they not even doing shit. They not even talking about it. They not doing
Doors
shit.
are opening. Press the button.
And that will conclude. I gotta make sure. Okay, good. And that concludes the day in the life of February. I don't know why I'm saying September or December, but it's February. And that concludes the day in the life of February 13th, which is the day before the parade. If you're wondering if I'm going, nope, I'm not going. So yeah. And again, like I said, from 3 times in a row, that concludes the day in the life. So thank you all for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.
And that concludes the day in the life vlog on this video, ladies, on February the 13th, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for watching this video. Comment, like, subscribe, share this video to someone who likes traveling or vlogging, going out somewhere, stuff like that. And make sure you turn on the notification button for y'all not to miss that for any new videos or live stream that I'm posting, or any posts about news, stuff like that, or in my announcement. And you can also check out my my following app account, which is my Roblox, my Discord, my PlayStation, Instagram, and TikTok. So make sure you check those apps out. Thank you all for watching this video, and I'll meet you guys next time.